In a 5-year period, 122 workers died, Thai workers, in the Israeli agricultural sector. I was at a moshav the day after a worker died in his sleep. He'd been working 17 hours a day, 7 days a week, and he'd been given 4 days off per year. When we visit these workers, you keep finding the same problems. Workers living in really squalid accommodation.
Okay, สวัสดีค่ะน้องมีเรื่องจะร้องเรียนอะไรหรือเปล่าจ๊ะ
We conducted a survey among 500 workers. No one was getting minimum wage.
บอกแต่ว่าเงินเดือนนึงประมาณ 4,300 เขาว่าใช่4,000เช็คแต่ประมาณแล้วก็ไม่ถึง
Workers have to spray pesticides. Many of the workers we spoke to were clearly not given adequate protection when they did that.
มาปีนึงแล้วไม่ได้ให้สักครั้งเลยตรงมือต้องซื้อตลอด
They come here for 5 years, they leave their families, they leave their kids, and they deserve to be treated properly, to be treated according to the law, and they deserve not to be subjected to living in working conditions that place their lives at risk.
Well, that was the special report from the Human Rights Watch on the alleged abuse on Thai workers working in Israel. Now, we've interviewed an official from the Human Rights Watch yesterday. Today, we will listen to the other side of the story. With me in the studio, I'm very happy to introduce to you His Excellency Shimon Roded, the Israeli ambassador to Thailand. Sawasdee ka.
Sawasdee ka.
Your Excellency, you saw that report. Now it's your chance to respond. What is the Israeli stance towards the report that has been given by the Human Rights?
First of all, Kunchawala, thank you for inviting me. Well, I'm not sure that this kind of report deserves any response at all. One would expect that if an organization puts out a report on such a serious matters, it will be based upon some proven method of research. What we see here, and if you read the report and if you look at the methodology, it's I would even say ridiculous, because they have interviewed 173 workers for the duration of 15 minutes, and this is what is report based upon. So let us allow me for just a few minutes to put on the facts just before you, so we know what we are talking about. There are 23,000 workers, Thai workers in Israel in the agriculture sector. There are 6,000 employers. Now, are all of them law-abiding? Are there any disputes between employers and employees? Of course there are. Are they all abiding with the elaborate system of labor laws of Israel? Of course not. But to come out with such an unfounded, unbased methodology and produce a report like this, this is not serious.
No, I asked the human rights official about this. I said, you know, 173 is quite a small number when you compare it to the 25,000 or so Thai workers there. His response was, but every single one of them had something to say.
Of course, because they haven't gone to anybody else. They were gone only to 173 Thai workers. Out of 22,000, they went only to those who complained. They didn't go to the rest of the 22,000 other workers who haven't complained. So concluding from these 173 workers, this entire ludicrous report as if there is an abuse of human rights of Thai workers in Israel is clearly indicating maybe some other hidden agenda, and we know Human Rights Watch, and we know we're familiar with their agenda.
What about the allegations that in the past years, from 2008 to now, we have had a report of 122 Thai workers dead, and out of that, 43 due to, quote, sudden nocturnal death syndrome. And they have not had any information. They want more information on these. They are asking, why hasn't there been any investigations on these deaths?
Well, I will tell you this. when some of my Thai colleagues read the news and the report and the brief summary of the report, they came to me. This is a known syndrome in Southeast Asia, and especially in the northern eastern parts of Thailand, where most of the Thai workers are coming from. So then you would expect the Human Rights Watch that before putting up such allegations, and we treat each and one of them very seriously, before putting it up, at least do your research a little bit. And so with your permission, I would like to put everything in perspective. As I said, there are 23,000 workers in Israel. There are around 6,000 employers. Now, of course, like in any normal society, not all of them are complying with the laws. But if you read carefully the report, they base some of their allegations or arguments on Israeli labor laws, which are very elaborate, which are designated and designed to keep the rights of the workers. And there are different enforcement bodies who are designed and their duties to carry out and make sure that these rights are kept. There are different venues for the Thai workers or any other worker, Israeli or foreign alike, to express concerns, to express, to bring disputes and to ask questions and seek help in cases of dispute with employers. Let me just give you some small statistics. In the year, in the year between 2012 to 2013, we have received in one of our enforcement organizations 503 complaints. 496 were treated. Additionally, like 560 files of complaints were opened by authorities against employers in the agriculture sector, and out of which 234 only in 2014 alone.
So
the amount of fines that were imposed about non-complying employers comes up to 25 million baht in baht terms. And there are also additional fines of equivalent to 3.5 million baht on some of the employers. And in some cases, in 7 cases, criminal cases have been submitted, and this will be prosecuted as a criminal offense. So there is an elaborate system of enforcement in Israel, and the facts that are quoted in this Human Rights Watch report are simply not founded.
Okay, well, we have actually, with your permission, a question by Phil Robertson, the Deputy Director of Asian Division Human Rights Watch. He had questioned this about the implementation of laws here. เดี๋ยวไปฟังนิดนึงนะคะ Phil Robertson, Deputy Director ของ Asia ของ Human Rights Watch นั่นเองค่ะว่า yesterday what he said, and we'll hear from the ambassador afterwards what he has to say about it.
What I would say, Mr. Ambassador, Israel is a developed country. It is a country that is proud of its laws and its regulations. Why is Israel not systematically enforcing laws for Thai migrant workers working in the agricultural sector? How can we explain this complete failure of labor law implementation? This is something that really needs answers not only for the world community but also for the Thai people who are thinking about going to Israel to work in your farms and fields.
So, Your Excellency, You kind of answered that, but he was talking about those cases where, you know, Thais don't have Thai language interpreters, all these sort of things that they have been reporting.
Again, since, you know, this question is based on complete misinformation. As you know, we have, the State of Israel and the Royal Thai government have signed an agreement, a bilateral agreement on employment of Thai workers in Israel in 2011, and since 2012, around 12,000 Thai workers have been employed in Israel under this agreement. And one of the structure, in this agreement, it stipulates that Israel will set up a hotline for the Thai workers. And there is a hotline, not the one that is quoted in this
That's an
report.
NGO, yes.
That's an NGO with another agenda. I'm not going to get into this. But there is a hotline in Thai that is designated for Thai workers. Actually, this hotline is not only for Thais. There are different nationalities that are foreign employed in Israel.
I just want to ask you about, because I read somewhere at the Hertz, the newspaper, in September 18, 2014, they had said that the health ministry could not expand the Thai language for the hotline because they had the quote, lack of appropriate budget. So is there enough interpretation for, you know, Thai workers? A lot of these workers also say that they don't have the payment slips in Thai or in language that they understand.
Well, first of all, as far as the hotline is concerned, the hotline is a part of an elaborate system that is designated to help Thai workers in times of need. Not only in times of need, in dispute between themselves and their employers, but some other issues regarding to being employed in a foreign country. They are not only designated to... And this hotline is manned by Thai-speaking nationals who answer the questions in Thai, and they refer the cases to whichever agency is appropriately taking care of this. Now, speaking about Thai language, this is really a farce, because Thai workers are equipped with a booklet in Thai language before departing to Israel. One of the complaints that we hear from employers, the Thai workers are coming with too much knowledge about about their rights. They are coming equipped and very knowledgeable about their payments, about their rights, about the contract, which is good. This was our intention. This is what the intention when we signed this agreement, and when we put up all the mechanisms in order to facilitate the Thai workers. This is what we wanted. The Thai worker will come equipped with a Thai language booklet regarding his rights, his payment, his contract, and all other work-related documents. Now, in a foreign country, can you expect that each document will be translated into Thai? This is something that I think is you have to be realistic.
And it's going to be in long term, and I think that's all we have time for right now to talk about. But I think you've pretty much clarified the stance there that, you know, there is progress that's being made between cooperation between Thailand and Israel, and there's going to be continued talks and discussions on this, right?
Of course. As I said, I mentioned before the bilateral agreement, what is called under the name and mentioned under the name of TIC.
The Thailand-Israel cooperation on the
Yes.
placement of workers.
And what the report has neglected to elaborate a little more is the importance of this agreement in two aspects. One, this agreement saved millions more than close to $170 million. You do the calculation for Thai baht, close to 3 billion baht of excess fees that used to be paid to illegal and criminal agencies that were extorting money from workers. Thai workers used to pay 400,000 baht in order to get to work in Israel. Now he's paying only 100,000 or less for his airfare. This money stays in his own pocket. He is not threatened by loan sharks or others to pay back his loans. He is no longer under threat that he needs to work himself very hard in order to pay back his loans before coming back to Thailand. This is money that stays in the pocket of the employee. In this agreement, another aspect that we put in place a joint committee by the Royal Thai government and the embassy and the government of the State of Israel, together with the IOM, which is the executor of this agreement of the recruiting, and we discuss annually, on a constant basis, issues that rise up as a result of this agreement. Issues like
what we're talking about. And of course, we'll have to see how that will take place. We've run out all the time. But if you have any questions for the ambassador and me, you can always find me on Twitter at @Tawrat_now26. As for now, thank you so much, Your Excellency, for being with us.
Thank you very much for having me.
We'll see you next time here on Now at Noon. Sawasdee ka.